Hey traders, happy Wednesday. Bring you another video on how we traded. We traded 4 trades today. 4 for 4, another great day in the room. If you haven't got a chance to look in the room, take a look at it. I'll put a link down, or you can email info@playbooktrading.com. We've been killing it this earnings season. Come join us, no charge. Take a look what we do. Put comments if you like. Subscribe. Going to be doing this every day to bring you as much as knowledge as I know. There's nothing groundbreaking, quite frankly. Candlesticks are candlesticks. I just share my personal opinion, how I see the price action. It works for me. Maybe you can make it your own as well. So let's take a look. First one was OMC. I sent this out to the room at 6:36 a.m. OMC short with 88.70, stop at 89.70. So let's take a look. But before we take a look, this for me this was a tier 1 gap. We've got nice. This was a breakout candle, nice volume, and then you had a little bit of a reversal here, but still closed above this 25% of this candle. But this stock has been a sideways to higher pattern, and this is your major support here. So it's breaking all the support, all these people who are bullish, all these people that held, probably added under the moving average. One of the best gaps. You see it, you want to take it. So for this one, I actually went down to it was such a nice gap. As you can saw, we took it on a 1 minute at 6:36 or 9:36 market time. I went down to the 1 minute chart on this, and I'll walk you through how that worked out. And this is it's right here. It's the 1 minute chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th candle. And right here I said, okay, let's just put us right here. Let's do 88.70, and we'll put a stop at 89.70. So it just gets triggered here, and it's more profound right here. So right here is a short, right here is a stop. It gets triggered 89.70, and then from there on, it just quite frankly, we could have added. I mean, and I put it in our room that we can easily add under 87. See right here, 87. It just kept holding, and finally gave back the 87 area. So great. It was a really nice trade here. And here's how I finished. This was my message to the team. OMC could bleed all day, but good place to book some profit. And 87, I was up nicely here. I ended up taking profit right into this area, as you can see. So hey, good trade. That's number one. Now let's move on. Let's move on to the second trade. The second trade was a Qualcomm trade, and I'll walk you through the Qualcomm. Here we go, Qualcomm. Qualcomm, it was just a daily chart. It's been on my radar for a while. It's the first time we gap up. The 200 period moving average is kind of a sideways. The weekly chart, that's really getting attractive here. This is a almost a downtrend line break here, which one of my favorite patterns from a long-term standpoint. This could, I actually held some overnight. Qualcomm, but this was a really good trade. So let's walk you through on how I traded this Qualcomm, and this was as simple as this right here. Look, Qualcomm long 125, stop at low of the day at 641. So which was 941 market time. So we go here, go to the 2 minutes chart. That's what I trade on 2 minutes chart. I actually love trading on 2 minutes chart. It's just kind of block the noise a little bit. So right over here, it's setting up this right here, and right here 125, and the low of the day was right around 124. Let's just call it 124.30. So if you played it here, you did well. If you played it here, then you did well. I mean, if you played it here, you did extremely well. I did not. So about a 50-cent stop. And this went to 127. Another great trade for us as far as the Qualcomm. And it's just, you don't have to be big in a trade to make a lot of money from a Qualcomm standpoint. I mean, Qualcomm, I actually sold some, and like I said, I kept 100 shares overnight. But right here, I ended up taking profit, and then just posted here as to what how we did. All right. So next third trade was AT&T. So right here, AT&T. AT&T is, and here's the alert for AT&T. Let's see how AT&T long 1440 by 1425. So let's go to daily chart. AT&T. Okay, what is so good about AT&T? Why, why we want to play long? Well, you have to understand this. Look, this is a capitulation gap. Yesterday, I talked about with the traders. I said, hey, if we have any bullish gap or a couple of days of price action above this candle, I want to get AT&T core long with the stop on at 1350. I mean, it is AT&T. It ain't going, bankrupt. So anyways, that's the story for another day from financials, but I just want to talk about trade. You've got a capitulation here. This was setting up as, potential climactic. Yesterday didn't really like it as much. But today it gapped over this candle, it gapped over this massive volume, 2 candles, one of the biggest 2 candles as far as you can go. And this is what we call it a bullish gap surprise. That's how I learned trading. Someone taught me this is a bullish gap surprise. So that's what it was. And then it's over this. In some term, it was also called as, mortgage gap, like you can pay your mortgage. It's such a good gap. There is no support and resistance. There's no resistance until really resistance is 15 bucks right here. So you go and since we had a really tight stop here, where to go? A really tight stop on AT&T. Let me go back up. Right here. Where is AT&T? 1440 by 1425. So let's take a look. Go back right here. 2 minutes chart. And this trade was taken at, was the alert went out at 631. That's how I love this stock, 631. And I'll show you the Lucid too. But 631. So if you want to go back to the 1 minute chart and how it took a while honestly for this to set up. I mean, look at this. This is 1440, which was right up here. So I took a little bit later. We could have done a 1 minute high, 1 minute low. But I think if we would have done the 1 minute high, 1 minute low, we would have stopped out but I would have given it a couple more stop. But anyways, 1440, and then and stop was the 1425. So I did give it a little bit bigger stop, which was the right thing to do because you look at the low here is 1427. So 1440 got triggered with this candle because I saw this candle, took out the low, and then this is 1 minute candle went to 1456. So you could have just taken profits here. I didn't take profits here on this trade. For whatever reason I missed the profit, and then waited, and then finally it back up to 1456, and we ended up taking. I ended up taking some profits there. Kind of late, but hey, just waited and it paid off. So right here, 1460, getting profit. It was 500 bucks. So altogether, it's like $1,700 a day. Now, Lucid, as you saw, Lucid, this is the trade, and this is the trade that I absolutely love from the daily chart standpoint. You saw the entry was 715. This daily chart is breaking the downtrend line. Weekly chart looks good. I think this is one of the stocks. If you have some money to put away, buy right here. Is transitioning, and just forget about it and let it work itself out. This was a pretty clean entry here at 715. It's right up here, 715. This is basically what you're playing here. I mean, you could have played here. This would have been a 5 minutes opening range breakout. If I go to the 5 minutes, it'll be more profound. So I'm just showing you how these things work. So right here will be the 5 minutes opening range, but I got it at 2 minutes. It was setting up just absolutely perfectly. Can't just, you have a couple of entries here. You had an entry here on this, and you had an entry here. Either way, you could put a stop at 715 was our entry. You saw how bullish I was on this, and you can put a stop anywhere. This thing went to 770. This one trade could have made your week or month or year, or it doesn't matter. All depends what your risk criteria are. So hope you enjoy these videos. You learn something about how to play the gaps opening, and how to really look at the stocks. I mean, especially when I talk about the Qualcomm. Qualcomm was really, really nice. This is coming from scanning the daily charts, and we do that each and every day in our room. If you're interested, come join us, see what we do, and join the action. Have a great night.